Does your team treat a customer complaint as a problem or as an opportunity? Hi, Shep Hyken here, customer service and experience expert, and today I'm going to discuss how a service failure is actually an amazing opportunity. Let's face it, no matter how hard we try, accidents can and will happen. So you need to prepare your staff to handle these situations properly. Now, there are many great customer service stories that can serve as a template for how to handle a problem. I always fall back on my 5-step service recovery process to handle all complaints and problems. And for those that haven't been following, the 5 steps are, number 1, acknowledge the problem and thank the customer for bringing it to your attention. Number 2, apologize for the problem. Number 3, fix it or discuss the resolution. Number 4, have an attitude of ownership. And number 5, act with urgency. Now, if you fix a problem or complaint and use these 5 steps in the background, you will typically not just fix the problem, but restore the customer's confidence in you. Sometimes, by the way, to a level that's even higher than if the problem had never happened at all. That brings us to Sarah Wimer, one of our followers who sent in a story about one of my favorite companies, Panera Bread. For those that don't know, before Panera was Panera, it was St. Louis Bread Company, a local St. Louis, Missouri chain that sold sandwiches and bakery items in my hometown. Today, there are over 2,000 bakery cafes, more than 100,000 associates, and sales are up over $5 billion. And they didn't get there by disappointing their customers. On the contrary, they're very customer focused, and this story is a perfect example. Now, Sarah lives in New York and had the yearning for a Panera's Green Goddess salad. It was a cold, rainy day, so she drove through the drive-thru rather than go inside to place her order. When she got back to the office, she discovered that whoever made the salad left out the salad dressing. In Sarah's words, if you've ever had a Green Goddess salad, you know that the dressing is the entire point. Well, frustrated, she decided to call Panera and share her thoughts. She braced herself for the worst, but was pleasantly surprised at the experience when it went from a moment of misery with a missing salad dressing to a moment of magic with flawless recovery. Moment of magic number 1. Since it was lunchtime, Sarah thought she might have to leave a message or wait on hold, but was pleasantly surprised when the manager was available immediately to talk to her. Moment of magic number 2. The manager acknowledged the mistake and apologized, and then offered up a solution. In just a few short moments, he nailed the first 3 steps in my service recovery process. He asked where she was located and asked if she wouldn't mind just waiting 15 minutes, and he'd get the dressing to her right away. That's steps 4 and 5. The manager didn't make any excuses, such as it being busy or having a short staff. Instead, he just owned the problem, and then he promised her she would be getting her dressing within 15 minutes. Well done, Mr. Panera manager. Now, here's moment of magic number 3. He shows up on time with the salad dressing and a Danish ring for the rest of the office to enjoy. Now, I like that. A little something extra for the inconvenience. And here's moment of magic number 4. As if all this wasn't enough, he wanted to make sure she came back, so he gave her a gift card for her next visit. He also informed her that the team would be running laps outside after lunch as a reminder of why they don't mess up an order. Of course, he was joking, but the humor was another way to add some personality into the recovery effort. And this is how it's supposed to work. And guess what happens when good companies flawlessly execute, especially in a recovery mode? The customer tells other people. And in this case, Sarah not only told her friends, she also told me. And I just couldn't resist sharing this story with others, which means tens of thousands of people are going to find out just how well Panera takes care of their customers. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short lesson. Please be sure to visit my website, which is www.hyken.com. There you can find more information about my speaking programs, as well as hundreds of customer service articles that you can read and share with your colleagues. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Shep Hyken, reminding you to always be amazing.